Welcome back to a brand new video, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to dive deep and explore and try to understand what the ruling from the Supreme Court in the 524 decision in the USAID case that was brought to the Supreme Court, that they rightfully ruled in favor of the challengers in ordering Donald Trump to pay fundings and what that means. Let's get into it.
Understanding the Supreme Court's decision on USAID funding. The U.S. Supreme Court has limited the scope of President Donald Trump's authority to temporarily halt federal funding for foreign assistance. In January, President Trump issued an executive order cutting off foreign aid funding through the U.S. Agency for International Development and the State Department, USAID. The AIDS Vaccine Advocacy Coalition and other nonprofit aid groups affected by the funding freeze filed a federal lawsuit contesting President Trump's authority to unilaterally cut off funding. U.S. District Judge Amir Ali, a Biden appointee, issued an order directing the Trump administration to lift the freeze and release the funds. President Trump refused and asked the Supreme Court to intervene. After Judge Ali's third order to unfreeze the funds, Chief Justice John Roberts issued a temporary halt on Judge Ali's order. On March 5th, however, SCOTUS lifted the halt on the order. This means the White House must obey the federal court's decision and resume foreign aid disbursements. President Trump versus USAID programs. USAID provides aid and support to people in other countries. Its goal is to reduce poverty and create a healthier world by funding projects that provide schools, healthcare, and clean water. Shortly after Trump took office, his administration, including advisor Elon Musk, began a review of how the U.S. spends its money. Trump campaigned on stopping wasteful spending of U.S. taxpayer dollars, including how organizations like USAID spend money overseas. As part of this review, he paused billions of dollars in funding for USAID, saying he needed time to ensure the money was being used effectively and aligned with U.S. interests. USAID plaintiffs argued the pause would cause a humanitarian crisis and lead to the loss of life. Plus, foreign aid payments were already owed to contractors for work that had already been completed. Legal arguments. The main issue between President Trump and USAID is the separation of powers between the branches of government. USAID argues that Trump's freeze on foreign aid violates federal law, including the Administrative Procedure Act. They also argue it is an unconstitutional exercise of presidential authority, as Congress sets the federal budget as outlined in Article 1, Section 9 of the U.S. Constitution. This is commonly referred to as the Appropriations Clause. The Trump administration claims it has the right to evaluate and control how aid is distributed and ensure it's being used appropriately and effectively to promote American interests in foreign affairs. They argue that the president has the authority to review and cancel federal spending, even if it's under laws already approved by Congress. This policy is known as impounding and allows a president to withhold spending money even if Congress has previously authorized spending it. However, this has historically been limited by the Impoundment Control Act, and the president needs to obtain congressional approval before freezing its spending. Order upheld. The Supreme Court upheld the district court's order. This means that the Trump administration must stop its freeze on foreign aid and resume payments. However, the order at issue in the appeal is a temporary restraining order, not a decision on the merits of the case. While dissenting Justices Alito, Thomas, Gorsuch, and Kavanaugh took issue with calling it a TRO, instead of what they felt was a de facto preliminary injunction. The case is by no means over regardless. Should the Trump administration wish to pursue its argument regarding the president's powers to impound congressional funds, they can still argue it in district court and appeal to the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals and SCOTUS if they do not like the outcome. It remains to be seen whether SCOTUS, which only narrowly upheld the order 5-4 with no explanation, would similarly find for the plaintiffs on the merits of the case. Still, the Supreme Court's decision to uphold the lower court's order is important. It could stymie the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, from immediately halting certain federal funding. Related resources. Can an executive order shut down the Department of Education? FindLaw's law and daily life. What is federal question jurisdiction? FindLaw's U.S. Constitution. The legal battles over DOGE's powers and federal spending. FindLaw's federal courts.
We hope you found this FindLaw legal blog post helpful. For more legal insights, visit our Learn About the Law section. FindLaw.com. Legal solutions start here.
Well, everybody, that is going to conclude it for today's video and legal breaking analysis reporting. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure that you like, comment, share, subscribe. A couple things you can do to make sure you never miss a brand new legal breaking update and legal breaking analysis reporting is 1. Clicking the bell icon that's right next to the subscribe button down below the screen here. It does not cost anything, and make sure you click the all notifications. That way you make sure you get notified of every single breaking analysis reporting that is posted on the channel. Next thing is, please subscribe to, or make sure that you follow me on my social medias down below. I am on Instagram, Snapchat, and Threads. There you guys can be updated instantly on when I posted a brand new legal breaking analysis reporting onto the channel. Lastly, please help me reach the channel goal of 120 plus subscribers. The reason why I'm saying 120 plus subscribers is because we have more subscribers to reach right after we reach the goal of 120 subscribers. Thank you everybody for tuning in to today's video and legal breaking analysis reporting and understanding of the USAID ruling between the plaintiffs, or between the between the Trump administration and the American people. Thank you. I will talk to you guys in the next video. Please stay positive and please stay safe, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.